Hey, what's going on, guys? Back. Just showed you this, the 04 Ranger. Now we are going to go into my Mustang. I'll give you guys a little tour of the Mustang. So, yeah. So, let's get to it. Hey, so this is my 2006 Ford Mustang GT. Had a lot of fun with it so far. Thing is completely different than driving that. A little bit faster. So, yeah, I'll show you guys the inside. And then get some other stuff. It's not a perfect car. The car's 2006. So, some rips in the seats. It's not too terrible. The steering, someone, I guess, tried redoing the stitching on the steering wheel. I'm not too sure. But I put WeatherTech floor mats in it because it's my daily driver to work pretty much. But the interesting thing about this is, I believe the first owner, I think he might have ran NOS through it. I've never put NOS in a car, but you can't really see it from here because the glare. But there's a hole right there, and then he cut the seat open and put a patch on the outside of the seat, and then under the dash there's a hole, and then there's a hole cut. I don't know if you can see that too well. Right there, it looks, but it's all jagged right here. So I don't know if he plumbed something through there. Don't know if it was NOS or what, but something was done to this car. But there is some stuff done to this car. There's, I don't think you can see it through here. Probably can't. There's, the springs are blue. I believe the springs are supposed to be black for the stock springs. I'm not sure. It's the first Mustang I owned. I didn't really look it up. I gotta see. But the only thing I've replaced so far is these lower control arms in the rear. Other than that, I've done like brake pads, but like general maintenance. So it has an aftermarket exhaust on it. There's an aftermarket cold air intake I'll show you. I think it has aftermarket springs. Anything else? I'm not really sure. I don't know if anything's done to the engine. I don't know if anything goes to the transmission. I don't know what the guy did to this car. But obviously you can see scratches in it. It's not a perfect car. It's from 2006. It's a Mustang. It's probably been beat on. Got some minor dents and scratches. But other than that, the thing's extremely nice. I could probably get some of these scratches out. Don't know if I get this out. Looks like he like drove under something. But yeah, there's no rust on this car anywhere. There's a little bit of rust on the rear axle, but that's expected. Car's 2006. I don't know if it was ever driven during the winter time. So that's my thing. But here, let me open this. So the end of the day, aftermarket cold air intake, which is pretty nice. Brand new battery, which I was excited about that they put in. But there is like no like rust anywhere on this car. It's insane. Like all the paint, there's no paint that's bubbling. It's nuts. Everything's like sturdy. Everything looks brand new in here. It did look newer when I got it, but I've been driving it a lot, so it's gonna get dirty. But even then, everything looks brand new. There's like no dust on anything. It's nuts. But this, I don't know if all GTs came with this, with the package for like the speakers that got a sub in the back. So I don't know if all of them came with this, but this thing sounds awesome. The start sounds awesome. So I don't exactly know what exhaust is on it. Okay, let's crawl under here and see. I never really looked at the name of the exhaust, but MBRP, I think it says, or MBPP. Yeah, MBRP. MBRP exhaust. But there is, I don't know how well you can see under there. Very clean. Should I get under a little further? Very clean car, which is awesome. So, but there has been some sound coming from the car that I haven't been able to figure out. It's coming from the rear. It sounds like clicking, but nothing feels weird, so I don't really know what it would be. So me and my friends have tried to figure it out. Can't really figure it out. So I'll put you guys down. I want to get a cold start for this thing because this thing sounds awesome. And then I'll cold start the truck too. I didn't cold start that last time. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't sound crazy. I have a side exit exhaust in the truck. I completely forgot to do the cold start last video. So it has a side exit exhaust that I made. Did not make this exhaust. This exhaust is on here. Well, everything was on here. The only thing I put on here, new front brake pads and new rear control arms, rear load control arms. So yeah, I will cold start this thing for you guys and see how it sounds. See, so it sounds pretty good. I love how this thing sounds. Nice V8. I wish I could have got the 5.0 engine. I wanted it so bad, but those came out in the model year after this. Well, not the model year after this, the model after this, which this is, I think, 2009 to no, I don't remember what year this thing stopped. Maybe 2010, 2011. I don't remember which year this model stopped. But my friend has one that's a V6 in blue, but he has the V6 in it. 5.0. I have the 4.6. Would have loved the 5.0. It's crazy how much more powerful the 5.0 is. But they are like $15,000 more to get a car with a 5.0 in it. So I'm like, I will settle for this for my first V8. I'm pretty happy about it. I would love to put a V8 in that truck. I don't know if I will or if I won't. I might do it when that engine blows up. This engine actually just hit 100,000 miles. I think it's at like 100,000, like 200 miles. I got this truck with 77,000 miles on it. So that was awesome. I got a steal in that truck. But this truck has, here, let me see. Don't exactly know how many miles it has. Let's take a look. It has over 100,000. I think it has like 120 something thousand miles. 123,000 miles. So, and this gauge cluster I love. I believe this is like supposed to represent the the much older Mustangs. I don't know which ones, but I love how you have the 4 gauges in the middle and then the 2 gauges on the outside. I love how it looks. I think the inside of this car looks extremely clean. I think everything was very simple. Okay, so I know what some people were saying, oh, why didn't you get a manual? I wanted a manual, but I drive about 35 miles, or like 30 to 35 miles to work every day. So, and I sit in a bunch of traffic. So I didn't feel like sitting in traffic with a manual. I would have loved to have one. Hopefully one day I'll get one, but that's why I was looking for automatics. I got lucky with this car that I found it. So this, the original owner put in, doesn't do anything. So I think that might have something to do with the holes. So I don't know. I would love to have known what this guy did to this car, but I don't think I ever will. A kid owned it before me. He only owned it for 2 months. And then before that, supposedly an old guy owned it. And supposedly he garage kept it and just drove to Pennsylvania. I don't think so. I think he beat the shit out of this car. So hopefully it's not beat the shit too bad. Everything looks to be changed. I got the car. Every single fluid was changed in this thing. All the brake fluid was fucking changed. The brake pads were screwed up. I believe in the front right it was really bad. It was really worn, really weird. So I think I got a warped rotor. I think that might be what the noise is. I hope. Because then I just got to do rotors. But I just put new brake pads in the front. It's not a big deal. I'll let the brake pads run out. They probably already getting fucked up anyway. So I'll let those run out. And then I will do all the rotors and all the brake pads. So, yeah. I have some I don't know if I'm going to do anything to this car because it's my daily, but I do have 2 running cars that are registered on the road. So, because that was my daily for a while, and that thing is, when you guys hear it drive on the road eventually, it is loud. The exhaust is obnoxious. The, what's it called? The tires are loud. The tires are really loud. The tires are terrible. But, yeah. So I will start that because I forgot to do it in the last video. So I'll show you guys that, starting that thing, and then, yeah, hopefully I find some more stuff to do. I think what I said in the last video, I want to take that rear bumper off, put the, what is it, the hitch mount back on, which I still have in the back. It came with the truck and I took it off because it had the stock bumper on it. That truck was completely stock when I bought it. So I did all that stuff to it, which was extremely fun in my driveway. It was great. I didn't have this garage yet when I was doing it. It was still filled with tools. So yeah, I'll do a start for you guys with that. It was running for a little bit, so it's probably still warm. This was completely cold, so I didn't want to rev it too much. But yeah, I'll do a start with that, and then I'll see you guys next time. So see you later. Thank you.